So my next guest, he is the head of research at the Center for Research in FIAT, and his name is Renzo Cicilloni. Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Do you want to correct my Italian immediately?
I appreciate your effort to try to pronounce correctly my name.
I've tried my best.
Hello to everybody.
Renzo,
Yeah.
more cars, more cars. Cars are really making a huge difference. I suppose I wanted to start by asking you about the work that you're doing at the moment with FIAT.
Okay, I'm directing the Trento branch of the FIAT Research Center. The FIAT Research Center is one of the biggest private research centers in Europe, dedicated to automotive world, looking at all aspects of automotive, from technology to materials to design to telematic applications.
Okay, well, before we we touched on inside the car, but another side of cars is the manufacturing side of thing. And would you say that research and development and sharing ideas has really changed because of the way we use internet nowadays, the more open platforms we have, cloud computing? Do you think that's made a real difference in research and knowledge sharing?
Okay, yes, of course. If we think that at the beginning of the history of the vehicles, everything were made by paper and pens and a lot of brain. Now we have developed during time all the instruments to virtualize the concept of the car and to understand which will be the impact of those changes on the car, on the development, on the life of the car itself. Meaning, it's not just a matter of understanding how to design and to build a car, but also how we can manage the car during the life cycle, at also the end of the life cycle, and we try to also to understand which will be the impact on the society, our customer, what they would appreciate or what not. So we have developed a lot of methodology regarding, for example, the ergonomy.
The what, sorry?
Ergonomy,
right.
Meaning how the driver interacts with the commands on the car, which kind of information, how present information, how is in the interaction between the human and the machine.
And FIAT makes some pretty impressive cars. I mean, what's the kind of the best thing that you're working on at the moment in terms of utilizing the internet to improve driver technology?
Well, I would say what is very challenging is how bring the car in the internet. I mean, Sajata tell us we are bringing internet in the car. It's not just a matter to having, let me say, another display on the car that is giving the same services and the same feature that you have on your tablet, for example. The car is a different context, running in a different environment. You cannot just replicate. You have to reinvent the same application on the car in order that is giving an added value to the driver. But this is, let me say, the passive role of the car towards the digital world. We would like to have also an active role, meaning the question is what the car can bring value on internet and how this can change the life of our customer.
So this is not about building better cars, it's about improving people's lives.
Is about improving people's life. We discussed a lot about Internet of Things. Internet of Things is very nice, but we still need to understand how this things and user and customer, in our case, can have a new valuable experience, digital experience. The car is still at the beginning of this process. Other sector industry has completely changed. By internet, we are not, but we are in the path. Also because it's a question of survive. I mean, we are coming, our customer born in '95 that are the first one coming to be our customer, yeah, is the beginning of internet. They have born and grow up with internet and connection, and connectivity is their second skin. We have to understand this in order to build up the car of the future.
And why do you think all of this matters so much? And why do you think maybe the car was the last thing to actually, well, not the last thing, but one of the last things to embrace the internet compared with other industries?
Let's think what the car represented in the last 50 years. I mean, it was a mean of transportation, but it was a mean of freedom. I could go to holidays, on holidays with my car, bringing my family, going for having fun somewhere. So meeting people, moving, having fun was based on the car. This has been completely dramatically changed by internet, because now people is moving on the net, is socializing on the net, is making more or less everything on the net. So we didn't pay too much attention to this phenomena, but now we have to speed up in order to recatch this important role that the car has had in the past.
And do you think social media moving forward will play a huge part in driving as well?
Sorry.
Do you think social media, so Twitter, Facebook, communicating in that way whilst with your car will...
Yeah, because we have to follow the trend of internet. Let me make an example. A few years ago, we launched a project that was a system on the car that was the eco-driving. So the capability, the driver at the time was only possible with a USB key. The driver could have a USB key on the car. It was collecting his driver's style, come back at home and analyze. And we were giving hints how to perform better eco-driving. By the way, there are very interesting data about this.
Yeah.
But the first stage was just an individual approach to the eco-driving. The second step we had was made a challenging all around Europe in order to find the best eco-driver in Europe. So we had 40,000 people driving with this eco-driver and challenging in a social way the way to eco-drive and socialize those, and challenging and socialize those aspects.
So driving a car and interacting with the cars has almost been used as a...
That's the point. We have seen this in many other aspects. For example, we can have, by Nike or Adidas, devices that you can put on your running shoes. And they're telling the way you are running. This means that they have developed an application where you are able to understand how you are performing and how you can get a better performance and enhance your life. We want to replicate this on the car. How to better have driving fun in the car connected to the internet, but where the car is playing an active role in order to give added value in this process.
So when you use the term Internet of Things, that things extends to humans in the sense that you could get in your car, get a result of how you drive through using the internet with your car, and then learn to improve the way you drive, so we'll become better drivers because of the internet. I
believe that nobody's interested in what can a thing say about it itself. Also, if it is connected to the internet, what is important for us is what that thing can say about myself. And then this is the first step of this process. So if I learn something from the thing that is connected to the internet about myself, that is very interesting for me. And then I will put all the effort in order to enhance myself and enhance the way I live normally, but also when I drive. And just finally, just very, very quickly, what do you see? What's the big thing for you for the future? Well, if you're asking me for the wow effect, I would say we don't have it yet. We are everybody investing millions of euro, I mean car manufacturers, in order to find it out. We are not yet at the stage of, I would say, Google for internet or Facebook for socializing. But that's clear that all of us are very focused to try to find it. Okay, Renzo Cicilloni, thank you so much. Nearly there with my time. So interesting, thank you. Bye.